Hello, welcome to another episode of Barlow's TV, your local landscape and garden resource. I'm Stephen Barlow, here to teach you guys how to get your veggie garden ready for the season. Alright guys, so it is now the end of March, middle of March. We're getting ready to get our veggie garden started. You know, we might have some little snow on the ground still, wet, but now's the time we want to start getting that garden ready to plant our cool season vegetables. So I'm going to show you guys in this video is how we're going to till the soil up, we're going to turn the soil over, we're going to get that soil ready to put your veggies in the ground. What I think is really important is to have a good preparation of your soil when you go into the growing season, and we're starting to get into that right now. So I have some different tools I'm going to show you guys what we're going to use and things that we put in the soil. So right now I'm in my vegetable garden, and my soil here is very, very rich and organic. What I do every year is I put all my leaves and all my clippings in a big pile, and then what I do at the end of the season, at the end of the season, after my vegetables are all done, is I spread that out on top of my vegetable garden. So all that compost is now in my garden, so I don't need a lot of fertilizer, so I have nice thick soil. But the soil is a little compacted from the snow and the rain and everything else, so I want to turn that soil over. So I have a couple tools that I use that I recommend you guys use when you get your garden ready for the season. Right here, the first thing I have is this is a large rototiller. What it is, it's got tines in the back here. You see these tines? And what it does, it'll turn the soil over. This is something that's really large that you can rent from any local rental store, things like that, if you have a large garden. Now, if you have a smaller garden, you want to look at something like this. This is a great tool that I recommend any true gardener get out there. It's called a Mantis rototiller. Really easy to use, and you can rototill small garden beds to vegetable gardens. So I'm going to show you use both of these, and then that's how we're going to get our soil turned over. Now, if you don't have any of these tools, or you don't want your vegetable garden super small, you can always use a shovel, which I'm going to show you that. But first, we're going to start with this, so bear with me, and we'll see how it works. Now that's the big rototiller. You see what it does here is it chops it all up and it gets this ground nice and light and fluffy. Comes out really nice. So that's the larger one. Now let me show you how we do the Mantis. So this is the Mantis. Like I said, recommend it for every gardener out there. And I'll show you how this one works. Alright, so we used our big rototiller, a small one. Now let's say you have a really small vegetable garden and you don't have a rototiller and you just want to do it by hand. What you need to do is get a good spade or a good shovel and you want to turn the soil over. So what I mean by that is putting your spade in the ground and turning the soil over and breaking it all up. What that does is that gets oxygen into the roots and it kind of breaks up that hard soil from the winter. So you want to keep turning it over like that. Make sure it's all turned over. And this basically does the same thing that the rototillers will do. The other thing that you want to do too, so I have really good soil here, but if your soil is a little too sandy or it's got a lot of clay in it, you really want to put something called bumper crop in the soil. Bumper crop is a soil builder. It's excellent for rejuvenating the soil. It adds the structure back to it, and it puts tons of organics in it. So what bumper crop looks like, it looks like this right here, and it's just got a lot of humus in it. It's a great product. What you would want to do is after you turn the soil over, you'd want to top dress this on top of your soil that's turned over, and then mix that in with your soil. So you can turn it over, and then turn it back over again, and really get that bumper crop all mixed in with your soil. What that does is that'll give a great starting point for your plants. After I get everything all rototilled and turned over, I just like to rake it out. I love using a leaf rake, nice and flexible, kind of smooths it out nice and makes the ground nice and even. So now you have a perfect area to start planting your veggies. The soil's nice and fluffy, it's turned over, it's smoothed out. There's just one more thing I want to do. Now you see this soil here and it's got a lot of organic matter in it. What happens when you have a lot of organic matter is we get something called the pH drops. So with the pH dropping, that's from all the organic activity in the soil. We want to raise that pH back up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put something in the soil called pelletized lime, or you can use hydrated lime or just your pelletized lime. Great product, it raises the pH. If you're not so sure about your soil pH, You can always take a sample out to the extension office over there in Monmouth County, and they'll do a test on it and they'll give you some recommendation. So let me show you that lime here. So what is this? This is some garden lime. Simple, and you really can't over lime a garden. Like sometimes you can over fertilize something. You know, in our area here we have such acidic soils, you'll be fine with So I got my bag of lime here, and I'm just going to broadcast it with my hands here. And I'm not going to be worried and then what I'll do is I'll just go right back over with my rake to kind of rake that back into the soil. So now my garden's all ready for veggies. So thanks for watching this episode. I really encourage you to share this with your friends on Facebook and on our YouTube channel. And be sure to check out our next video on when I'm going to start planting and seeding some cool season veggies. Thanks guys, have a great day.